My name is Christine G, and I'm going to be going over a couple problems that are fractions, and we're going to have to look at getting a common denominator. So the first one I have here, half plus 2/6, and I'm doing this to illustrate how fractions work. And anytime you're adding or subtracting fractions, you have to have the same denominators, so the same number in the bottom. And you can see this is half of the total circle. And then over here, if you count these, we have 6 different pieces, and 2/6 is what we're adding. Now, we can't just simply add half plus 2/6. We have to have the same size pieces or it won't make sense. So what we can do is cut up our pie. Let me try and get a line going. So we can cut it up into 6 equal parts. And mine may not be look exactly right, but you get the idea. So let me go ahead and insert another line. Okay, and so now we have 6 different pieces, and then we can see that 3 of these pieces it's 3 pieces out of the total 6 that we have. And so we're gonna, what we can look at is how did we get there? So we can see it in this picture. Well, how did we get there? Well, we wanted to get the least common multiple. So we know that 2 divides 6, and it divides it 3 times because 2 times 3 is 6. So we know we have to multiply 2 by 3. But that would change the value if we just multiplied the denominator by 3. So what we can do is whenever we multiply 1 by anything, 1 does not change the value. And that's what we need to do here. So we would multiply by 3/3, or 3 divided by 3, which is 1. And essentially, all we're doing is cutting this up into more pieces. And here we're doing that with multiplying by 3/3. So then we get 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6, so 3/6. Now we have a common denominator, so we can, let me see, I've written the problem right here, so 3/6 instead of 1/2, but it's the same amount. If we were to reduce it, we would come up with 1/2. 3/6 plus the 2/6, and that equals 5/6. And let's take a look. So if we put these 2 over here, that would definitely give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only 1 would be left unshaded. So that's just a more simple problem. To look at this trickier one. Here we have 3 different denominators, and all of them are prime numbers. So the least common multiple would be, we would have to multiply these, each one, because they have no common factors, and it would just be 3 times 5 times 7, which equals 105. So that would be our common denominator. And what I did here, you can see, so if the first number, 2/3, in order to get 105 in the denominator, well, we've already got 3, so we just have to multiply by 5 times 7, which is 35. And so it's illegal to just multiply by 35 in the denominator, so we also put it in the numerator because this is multiplying by just 1. And then we look at the 5, and what do we have to multiply 5 by? Well, we look at this, we just have to multiply 5 by 3 times 7, which is 21. And so then we get 21 21st times 4/5. And then lastly, for the last 1, we have minus 6/7. So we just multiply. What do we have to multiply 7 by? Well, 3 times 5, which is 15. So we have 15/15. And then when we multiply, 2 times 35 is 70, and then 3 times 35 is 105, and then 4 times 21 is 84, and 5 times 21 is 105. 7 times 15 is 105, and then 6 times 15 is 90. And we just left the sign there. And then we said 70 plus 84 minus 90, and that got us to 64. And that is all being divided by 105. So I hope this helps. Please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to email or reach out anytime. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.